People miss the backyard brawl. Numbers big, huge crowd, great excitement, and what a game, a classic, an instant classic, 38-31. So, Will Graves, I want to ask you about
yes,
this one
please.
because we all know that you're the West Virginia guy.
Yes.
Your observations, we'll start with 4th and 1.
Neil Brown is gutless. That's my observation. Neil Brown is gutless.
Go for it.
Let me tell you, Neil doesn't know me, but I really appreciate the fact that my West Virginia University journalism degree led me down a path that led me to go into the interview room on Thursday night at like midnight or whatever and say, Neil, what the actual hell? I mean, that was like basically paraphrasing my question. Look, his not going for it, it made sense. The defense had stuffed them on the previous drive. There was, what, less than 6 minutes to go. They pinned them back inside the 15. I don't care. On the road, as a touchdown underdog, with a chance to put those guys away. By the way, they averaged 6.5 yards a carry. He needed 3/4 of a yard. Gutless. Gutless. That's my takeaway. It was gutless.
Okay.
I tend to agree that you need to beat your rival, I guess, when you're the underdog, especially if you have your chance. But I don't know. I feel like Scott Frost got killed for taking too big of a chance the day before, the week before, whatever that was. So if it would have worked, it wouldn't have worked out. What are they doing? Why don't they go for it? They're winning the game. Why would they go for it in midfield? I think it's one of those things where hindsight's a little better. But as the underdog, the rivalry
my
game.
Twitter feed in the moment said, this is stupid.
Listen, I get what you're saying. I do, especially since they were controlling the line of scrimmage, which was a surprise in this game. They still could have stopped them. They did pin him deep. They could have stopped him from scoring a touchdown. And, you know, Ford Wheaton, who had a great game, could have caught that one because they were starting to drive, and that would have been, what, around midfield?
Right around midfield,
Yeah,
they would have had the ball.
Don't disagree, but like when you got a chance to put them away. Well, I mean, think about this. I mean, I think I said this is a decision normally made in this stadium on Sundays, and let's remember what Mike T did against the Browns, rallying in the fourth quarter, 4th and a foot, what, at midfield or whatever, he punted, they went right back down the field.
Lots of living in fears.
Right. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just a missed opportunity, especially for a guy, and really, he's in a really important year for them. The schedule is tough, as it always is. They've got to be a 6-7 win team for him to say, hey, we're making progress. And I think that is one. I mean, he's going to have to live with it for 364 days or whatever, and who knows if he's going to be around. I mean, it's legitimately a question whether he might return next year.
Jeff, let me ask you about Pitt. You know, they win the game. They didn't look particularly good. But then again, it's the first game of the season. I think both teams probably had a little bit of that. Are you more bullish because they won that game, or do you have concerns given how they allowed a lot of yardage? They allowed 5 sacks. Their offensive line is supposed to be a strength, all seniors, and they didn't do a good job.
Yeah, I think the lines, both lines, were disappointing to the expectations that you had, especially the offensive line, because you had the veteran group back. You thought, wow, these guys are going to blow West Virginia off the line of scrimmage, and that's where they're going to win this football game. And they averaged 2 yards a carry, and that's it. They couldn't get more than that, so I'm a little disappointed with that. But I do think if you read too much into the first game, positive and negative, it might be a false sense of what this football team. I think they're a little bit better than what they showed. But, hey, when you open up with a tough first game, you're not going to win 30-6, you know, like you might against New
and
Hampshire.
they won. That's
It's
the
right
most
in front of
important
them,
thing.
too, to win next week.
Right.
You beat 2 teams like this, 2 Power 5 teams that aren't bad. We're not talking Vanderbilt and Kansas or whatever. They're 2 pretty good, or at least representative Power 5 teams. You start your season with non-conference wins like that, you're setting yourself up. And these are games that maybe the past decade or 4 decades Pitt hasn't won. Like that game Saturday or last Thursday are games they don't win a lot of times against a rival when they have the lead and should have won or whatever it is. So if we ever get that win, if they can beat Tennessee, and all of a sudden then, you know, you're really putting, you know, in any sort of this narrative about.
But they're not favored. They're 6.5-point underdogs. Right. Are you surprised by that? Quickly to
I
go
think
around.
it's a little bit of a, I mean, I think it's considering where Pitt's coming from. But Tennessee was explosive in the opener. Their quarterback, you know, they had played a good game down there in Knoxville last year. I mean, so that was a tight game last year in Knoxville. And the brand name of Tennessee still carries more weight than Pitt does.
Tennessee's is improved. They've got Josh Heupel for another year, so kids know their system. But because you beat Ball State is horrible. They put 59 points on them. Good for them. But I think this is a point where they're reading too much into what they did against one team.
I feel like every year Tennessee's back, they're never back. I'm getting sick of hearing Tennessee's back. Tennessee, Texas, every year they say they're going to be good this year, and they've been good for 20 years.
And I would expect Slovis to take a step forward in week 2 in a new offense. And also, I mean, there was a couple fluky things, the block punt. I mean, I think that Pitt gave WVU some points, which is why WVU needed to go for it, because they hadn't really outplayed Pitt the whole game. It was pretty even. So I would expect them to be competitive. In fact, I would say Pitt's probably going to win.
All right. When we come back, we'll talk about the 12-team playoff. That's now going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Is it good or bad? And what's behind this move to 12? And should it be more? We'll get into that next right here on the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown.
The Sports Showdown is sponsored by GMC Sierra.